Welcome back to the Science Spectrum. It's Anastasia, and today we are going to learn about Thaumatropes and Zoetropes. You've probably never heard of it. I haven't either until about 10 minutes ago, but this is a Thaumatrope. So take a look. We've got a bird on one side and a cage on the other. So how can we get the bird in a cage? Well, take a look. Fancy, huh? This was invented in 1824 by John Paris, and it quickly became a very popular toy. In fact, you can still get them at the store, or you can make your own. I've got the stuff right here if you'd like. You can make a simple one on a straw, or you can make it like he did on a string. So, decide, pick which one. You'll need a string for one. It doesn't matter how long, as long as you can grasp it, or a straw. I don't recommend the bendy ones because then your Thaumatrope starts to get all wobbly. All right.
Other things you may be able to use, like a skewer or a dowel rod, pencil, stick from your backyard. Who knows?
Yeah. All right, get some paper, fold it in half or fourth, and try to cut a circle as best you can. It's kind of circlish. Ovals are okay. All right. Now you've got four, so you can make one or two. So you're going to draw on it. Let's see, if you do the straw method, you're gonna draw both of your pictures right side up. But if you do the string method, your picture needs to be upside down on the other page. So keep that in mind. It's kind of hard to remember, so you can hold it up to the light and draw if you need to, so that way your picture lines up. What should we draw? How about half a flower? Oof. All right, so now we're going to tape the back side of one of your pictures to that straw. That doesn't quite work yet. And then we're going to tape the other picture to the back side of that first one. Tape the top and then both sides. That way it doesn't fly off. All right, let's test it. Oh, what a lovely crooked flower. I love it.
It's beautiful.
Neat. Well, the fun doesn't stop there. About 10 years later, in 1834, the zoetrope was invented. It's this weird looking doohickey. It was created by William Horner, and it was also known as the Devil's Wheel.
Dun dun dun.
So if you spin it, look at the picture on the outside. I can't quite see what's happening there. It's just a blur. But it's got these little slits. And if you look at the picture on the inside through the slits on the outside,
There you go.
you can see it.
It makes a little, like, animated film.
Yeah. So this was pretty mind-blowing in the mid-1800s. Technology was just starting to kick off, and there was nothing like this around. So they thought that this was witchcraft. They thought that he was summoning, I don't know, demons to turn a picture into a living thing, but it's really just a spinny table with some pictures inside. And you can make one of these at home too. So for this, you're going to need a disposable pie pan, tin, I don't know, plate. And you're gonna need some white paper because we're gonna cut a thin strip all the way around for that picture. So you can cut a regular piece of paper in half, or you can get legal paper if you have it and just tape it together until it's a strip. And then you'll need a piece of black paper. We're using cardstock since it's a little more durable. I don't recommend using black printer paper. I also have never seen that, but whatever. And I forgot my scissors. I will be right back. Alrighty. So first we're gonna cut this hot dog style or long ways. And we're gonna tape those two pieces together so that it's one long strip. And then we'll tape it again, another way, so that it forms a nice circle. And so that's going to rest in our pie pan later, but first we need to cut those slits. If you are daring and you have adult supervision, you can use an X-Acto knife and cut them, but I prefer just to make slits and then cut or tear the pieces off like that. So it should look something like this, all the way around. And it's okay if they're not uniform. Obviously that's better, but I understand that straight lines are hard sometimes. So then we're going to tape our little black piece into that pie pan. That way it doesn't fly off when we start to spin it. Now for the inside. You're going to cut a strip, and the size of the strip kind of depends on the zoetrope that you make. If you have a really deep zoetrope, then your strip could be taller. If your zoetrope is really big around, you will need a longer strip. So if you don't have a pie tin, you could also build this on a Lazy Susan. That's one of those tables that spin around. Maybe you have spices on it, or it's on your dinner table. So then we're going to draw pictures just like this. This is my rendition of Prince dancing and singing.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
I like it.
So we're going to loop it around, but don't tape it. You just set it inside. And then lastly, we're going to poke a hole in the center.
Right there.
And we're going to tape a pencil, a stick, a skewer, anything that is straight and solid. And I taped mine because it was a little wobbly. Once you get it all together, just like that Thaumatrope on a straw, you can spin it. Oh, it's still wobbly.
That's awesome though.
Hopefully yours will be a little more straight. But this is not the end of our stop motion animation. This inspired cinema. So if you think about old-fashioned film before we had our digital film, it came on long strips, and if you look close, there's little squares, and each square has one picture. And if you run it really fast through a light, you get a movie. And this was created in 1888 by Louis Prince. Here's the thing. Your textbook might say that Edison created those movies. Well, we know now that there was a little arms race for some permits. It didn't work out in Europe, so Louis Prince came to America for his permits, and Edison didn't quite like that. Louis Prince disappeared. Edison took over those permits and created the cinematography that we have today. And we still use it even though we've got really cool digital electronics and internet. I'm sure you know what a GIF is. Graphic Interchange Format. It's not GIF, it's GIF. But it works on the same premise. It takes a couple of still pictures and plays them really fast to make it look like something is moving. It's the same thing as a zoetrope.
That's cool. Well, and yeah, there are tons and tons of digital theaters now, but you may or may not know that the Omni Theater right here at the Science Spectrum does actually run on film. So hopefully you'll be able to come and watch an Omni film here soon, and you'll see our projectionists loading up big platters of film, and yeah, it's just a bunch and bunch. Yeah, they're huge. Just a bunch of photos that just move really, really fast in front of a light that then gets projected up onto the screen. So, ooh, you could also make like a little flip book.
Oh
too.
yeah, that's the same thing, a flip book.
Where you have basically, yeah, the same type of images that just slightly change from one to the other, but then you have a stack of paper that you flip through. Very cool. Awesome. I don't see any questions. Anything else, Miss Anastasia?
I think that's it.
All right. Well, thank y'all so much for joining us here on our page. Hope to see you again soon.